Hey guys, CryptoDad here again. Thanks for joining me on the live stream, live from Michigan, Saturday night, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thanks for joining me. You can throw out questions. I'll do my best to get them answered. We'll talk about Bitcoin. We'll talk about the news. I'm going to move some crypto around for you guys, and I am also going to mint an NFT here shortly. So let's get started. Hey, so welcome everybody. It's been a good week. The market's been up pretty much most of the week. Bitcoin has been sort of leading, and we've got some great news items that probably should have pulled the market down but did not. So I think that's pretty important, right? So, but thanks for joining me. I'm going to dispense with the pleasantries and just jump right into something here real quick. There is an NFT market. Oops, I don't have my thing here. It's not quite right. I think I got it. There, I am now a disembodied head. All right, let's cruise over here to the Grumpy Dragons, right? Okay, so I've got my wallet connected. I'm only going to mint one. What? 2 per token? Ouch. Okay. You got me. I'll do it. What the heck? All right, so let's hit mint. And we're going to confirm on the wallet. We are going to need to confirm on our Ledger device because this wallet is connected to my Ledger. So I'm going to demo how that works. Why didn't that come up? Oh wait, I see what I did. I turned the camera off instead of turning it on. All right, so let's do this. Come on, baby. Let's hope we don't miss anything. Oh, we're on the wrong wallet, right? No, we're in Solana. Okay, so we're gonna approve it over here on the side. Oh no, we're not in Solana. We are in, doggone it. We are in the wrong crypto here. Let's move over to come on, Rex. You can do it. There we go. All right. Is it going to do it for me? Is it going to do it for me? It's usually not going to do it. Please make sure you connected your hardware wallet. Oh, let's hit continue. Searching for wallet. Okay, good. Good. All right. That's not what I wanted to happen there. Okay, so let's try this again, I guess. All right, here we go. Approve transaction to Sol. Ouch. Okay, and here is the indicator on my app, right? Then I'm going to approve this. And we should get a boop-a-doop-a-doo. I think we did it. All right. I wanted to just get that out of the way because the timing was weird. It was like right at 6 p.m. that this was going live. So figured I'd do it on the live stream. I think we talked before about Solana NFTs, and I will talk a little more about this particular thing that I just purchased and some of my reasons behind it. Let's get logged into that. So we'll have that. Let's see now if we got it. I think got it. Yes, it looks like there's a new one. And there we go. Okay. So there's my grumpy dragon. My God. Yeah, let's talk about this a little more. Why would you want to do this? Why would you want to buy one? Seems a little high. Even to me, I was kind of like, I don't know if I want to do this. But I did it anyway because I had sort of put it in the list of things to do. So anyway, let's get that. Let's turn this camera off for a sec here. This one. There we go. All right, let's go back over to this. A lot of people here tonight. 3 minutes in and already minting. Yay! All right, so like I said, we got a lot of things planned tonight. I want to thank everyone for showing up here. There were some people that were in early that were asking me some questions. Wayne B was sort of asking me about the type of device to buy. And his question was, a very rational one. Do I really need the Ledger Nano X if I'm only going to use 3 cryptocurrencies? And the answer there is, yeah. I believe it would fit those 3 apps. The Solana app, the Bitcoin, and Ethereum, I think, were the 3 that he mentioned there. But the problem with the Ledger Nano S, the smaller one, is that it really only holds a few apps at any given time. Now, you can still put them off and on, right? You can delete and add apps and sort of shuffle them on and off the device. So you can manage more than just a few. You could manage 30 if you wanted to, but you would constantly be having to add and delete apps in order to get the app active that you wanted, right? The wallets never really get destroyed when you do this, right? But it's a hassle, in my view. I got really tired of it. I was so happy when the Ledger Nano X came out, because it can hold like 30 apps. And you don't have to deal with that issue, right? And it's got a bigger screen. But it's about double the price. So, but my question to Wayne B was, well, even if you've got 1,000 in crypto, and you might have more, let's say you got $5,000 in crypto, are you really going to agonize over whether to spend $60 or $120? Seems kind of, might as well get the better one. That's my view. But yeah, the Ledger Nano S probably would handle those 3 cryptos he was talking about. So I don't see Scott here. I see Barbara. Welcome, Barbara. Welcome, Buddy. Welcome, Wayne B, of course. We've been talking a little bit. Gregory. Therese, good to have you. Scott Lee is here. Yay. Mr. David is here. That's really cool. Let's pop out chat. And let's move it over to where I can see it and you can't. Right? Let's jump into the news real quick. We finished the Grumpy Dragon. That was kind of cool. We'll look at that in a little more detail in a bit. What Bitcoin price correction? BTC price holds 55K despite several bearish indicators. And these are sort of charting pattern indicators in this particular article. Bollinger curves, greed fear index, and a couple of other little things that were bearish indicators that and Bitcoin did not go down. And I remember reading something on Thursday about that because there were option expiries, whatever you want to call them, on Friday, that there were a lot of bull bear options that were coming due on Friday, and that if Bitcoin could stay over 50, it was going to be a problem for all these bears that were holding put options or call options or whatever the hell they hold. Or was it 50? I don't know. What is 50? But anyway, Bitcoin held over 55. Not only did Bitcoin hold around 55, it dipped a bit. You can see it's not quite 55 at the moment, right? 54.7. It's up there. There was a big announcement yesterday about the government, the United States government, the Biden administration, wanting to manage or regulate crypto with an executive order. So let's move on to that story. It's a Bloomberg story of all things. White House weighs wide-ranging push for crypto oversight. Now, this just means they're thinking about it, right? They haven't actually done anything. They haven't signed any executive orders. And when I say they, I'm referring to the executive branch, basically. The people that, surround our president, right? And handle a lot of his details, right? Got to have an assistant, right? So anyway, I don't know how much Biden knows about crypto, whether he likes crypto, owns crypto. But anyway, but this is big stuff, right? This is akin to the China FUD, right? So we had the big China FUD in April when China started cracking down on miners, which crashed the market. And by the way, the market has pretty much recovered from all of that, right? We're back up in the mid 50s now. It was 64. That's the all-time high for Bitcoin. And we're in striking range of that now. We're at least in striking range of 60,000, you know. And then not too long ago, and I'm sorry, after this whole China FUD in April, there was a lot of regulatory FUD from the United States and the SEC and, you know, the Treasury and all these people and, you know, the Fed and all this. And that was really, you know, clubbing Bitcoin like a baby seal. But here we are again, right? We had the China FUD a couple weeks ago when China declared again for the umpteenth time that Bitcoin was, or all cryptos were illegal, which they had done many times before, and it was treated like a brand new story by Bloomberg, right? That caused the market to pull back from like 52 down to like low 40s, right? All right, that was a few weeks back. But Bitcoin pretty much shrugged it off. Then yesterday we had this one, and the market barely sneezed, right? Bitcoin was above 55, maybe pushing 56 or whatever, most of the day yesterday, about mid 50s, 55s, right? 55.4, 55.5, right? We heard this, market came down just a little bit, right down to like $54,500, and boop, here we are again today, back into the mid 55s again. So, and this is like big news. The United States government has decided to take crypto head on, right? But interestingly enough, this is not their intention to try to ban crypto in any way or form, right? This is regulatory stuff. But if you read the article carefully, there are some positive things where they're saying, look, we want innovation, right? We want to regulate it. We want to protect people, but we also want innovation, right? So they're not saying crypto is bad. They're just saying we think we should like deal with it, which is pretty cool, man. The United States government, right? I've also linked another story from Zero Hedge because this Bloomberg is behind a firewall. If you can't read this Bloomberg story because of a paywall, pardon me, the paywall, you have to pay. I've like, you only can view like several articles a month for free. So the Zero Hedge article is free if you want to check it out. It pretty much has a little commentary on it. So it's a pretty good article on this subject. And in related to that, pro-crypto Senator Cynthia Lummis discloses up to 100K BTC purchase. So apparently she bought some crypto earlier this year when the price was around 50, I think. 50,000. I don't know if she was buying the dip, but there was this debate in Congress over the crypto amendment that was sort of they tried to throw it into the infrastructure bill at the last minute, and it was poorly worded and not a very good a way to address crypto regulation at all. And by the way, this infrastructure bill still hasn't passed. So we were all debating it back a few months, a month or two ago, about whether it was good, whether it was bad, and it sort of held up the infrastructure bill from passing, I don't know, Congress. I think it was the Senate, right? And then at the last minute, they were able to change the wording a little bit, but they needed unanimous consent in order to get it changed. And one senator held out because he didn't get his little pork barrel for defense spending or whatever. So it stayed worded the way it was worded originally, which is not great for crypto. It's ambiguous. Not horrible, but just ambiguous, right? But like I said, this infrastructure bill hasn't even passed yet. Who knows if it'll pass in its current form, right? Because bills have to get approved by both houses of Congress, and then sometimes they change it a little bit, and then so if they change it a little bit after they pass it, it has to go back to the Senate, and then they have to like approve the new wording or whatever. So we don't know what the heck's going to happen, right? Politics, man. All right, on to better and bigger stuff. Twitter and TikTok embracing NFTs, mainstream adoption incoming, right? So someone sent me an email. I can't remember his name. Let me just look real quick and see if I can just go. I don't want to reveal his email, but I would like to. Oh, Steven. Okay, so Steve asked me to explain why I bought that grumpy dragon NFT, why I thought it was a good idea. Right. Okay. And I will. Right. But here's a little bit of insight as to about what NFTs are and for, and why they are desirable in any way or form. Right. So Twitter and TikTok are looking to integrate into their platform NFTs. Right. So you'll be able to, and thank you, Andy Miller, for struggling to send VeChain to Nano X. We can talk about that in a minute. Please don't let me forget. So Twitter wants to integrate a way to post a real NFT as your profile picture. And it is a real NFT. Because there's a little thing in this article here where it's like, someone can take a picture of an NFT and post it as their profile pic, and without having actually purchased the actual NFT, right? So it's sort of, and some of the original NFT owners were a little perturbed by this, I guess. So they want to make it possible to display an NFT that you have purchased that is verifiable, right, on the blockchain. And I guess this little section here is more about, it's sort of like bragging rights in a way, kind of shows your crypto savvy, that sort of thing. But we're talking about, in a way, NFTs are, one facet of NFTs are verifiable digital ownership, right? That's what the blockchain technology is for. Part of it is for, verifiable ownership, right? You have the private key of your wallet, and so you, and only you, the holder of the private key, are able to authorize outgoing transactions. You watched me just do that at the very beginning, right? I authorized something with my ledger. So an NFT is very similar, right? Only the person who has the private key for the wallet that has with the NFT is the actual owner of that particular NFT, right? So in a way, it's a way to secure digital rights, right? But there are other things NFTs can do. They can be looked at as art, So, but okay, so I want you to, I've got this article linked down below. And then I love this article. We've been through the ringer with the comparison of Bitcoin and cryptocurrency to the Tulip bubble, right? This is a great article that sort of breaks that down. And what's funny about it is, a lot of people still compare Bitcoin to the Tulip bubble, right? And he calls out this guy, British economist and European Central Bank Council member Gabriel Makhlouf, speaking of Bitcoin, reminded us tritely, 300 years ago, people put money into tulips because they thought it was an investment, right? So he talks a little bit about what tulip mania was. And as it turns out, tulip mania, sort of the whole idea of tulip mania, was really brought through with this 1841 book that was talking about dumb stuff people do, right? And, here's a little excerpt from the book, and it talked about, when people were buying these tulips back in the 1600s, 1637, and havoc was wrought upon the Dutch economy, right? That was the book and the incident that was portrayed in this particular book from 1841. Well, as it turns out, history doesn't really jive with this interpretation. It did not crash the Dutch economy, right? So it's a little bit of an exaggeration. So, but people bring it up as one of those, oh, people go crazy and pay crazy money for stuff that's worthless, you know. So it's not really a true to life story, right? And then he talks a little bit about the dot-com bubble. And yeah, there were some people that lost some money in the dot-com bubble burst of the early 2000s. But the internet survived, right? And back now, it's unthinkable that we wouldn't have the internet and online retail and, you know, social media and email and all this stuff. You know, that was at that time, internet was an emerging technology, but there were a lot of companies that went bust because they had the wrong business plan or wrong timing or whatever you want to say. They were in the right sector, right? Netscape, you know, I don't know how much money Netscape may have made money from ads. I don't know, but it was free. Just like that, we had the browser wars. It's like, for you youngins, you probably don't remember any of that stuff. It's like Obi-Wan Kenobi talking about the Clone Wars, you know. Oh, back in the Clone Wars, you know, and talk about back in the browser wars, and you're like, browser wars? What the heck is this old guy talking about anyway? There was a competition between Netscape and Internet Explorer. Internet Explorer supposedly won the browser wars, but now we have Chrome and we have Brave and we've got, you know, Firefox, but anyway, the browser wars. So anyway, here's a chart that talks. This is the chart of Bitcoin, and then this purple chart is the Tulip chart, right? So the Tulip mania only went on for, you know, a few years, and compared to the chart of Bitcoin, there's no comparison. There's no comparison of the Bitcoin phenomenon to Tulip mania, right? Bitcoin is an emerging technology, and you know, this is an opinion piece, so take it with a grain of salt. But he talks a little bit about the emerging techs that are coming out, like DeFi, and we're just getting started, guys, right? The interface is bad, right? We're going to talk a little bit about some of the interface issues tonight, right? So I think that's it for the news. Oh, I've got this other story. Did I link this down in the description? Let me just double check. I thought I did. Did I? Yes, I did. All right, so for those of you who want to follow along or read up on these later, I've got them all linked down in the description below. If you don't see all this cool stuff and you scroll down, there's a little show more, and you can click that, and this description will just expand, and you'll be able to see all this cool stuff. There's a little stuff we're going to do tonight. We've got some affiliate links if you're interested. Crypto.com, Ledger, Trezor, clothing line for Hodlers, the Ledger Starter Pack, BlockFi Account for earning interest on your deposits, Bitcoin or other cryptos or stable coins, NordVPN, Coinbase, Kraken, BINANCE US. We're going to play around with those tonight. Here's my email if I don't get to your question. All right. Okay, so someone had a question about ICP, but I'm going to quickly cover the VeChain issue. So if you go over to the ledger.com website and then you go to crypto assets, you can type in the coin you're interested in, right? And then scroll down here and they'll explain to you whether or not you can view it in Ledger Live. And what did I do? Did I not delete this? Let's just leave it. All right. And what you can't. All right, where are we here? Okay. So VeChain or VET is a crypto that you can store it on a Ledger device. In other words, you can store the private key for your wallet on your Ledger device, but it is not supported in Ledger Live, which means you have to use a third-party wallet to do that. Now, this is not that out of the ordinary. This is how hardware wallets started. Most like the Trezor device didn't even have an app when it first started. It was just supported in third-party wallets because it had some sort of protocol for storing private keys that wallets, third-party wallets, were able to utilize, right? They probably had some kind of API for it, right? So Trezors didn't even have their own software when they started out, right? Ledger started out with Ledger Live, and it was pretty bare bones when it first started. It's adding more and more cryptos, but it still doesn't support all cryptos. So if you want to store VET on your Ledger device, then you need to go over and download VeChain Sync. All right. This is a third-party wallet that you download and then use. You have to go over to the Ledger manager and put the VeChain app on your device. So, and once you've done that, then you can use VeChain Sync to actually access. I don't know what the hell I'm doing right now. Yeah, to actually access the wallet, right? So, but while we're on that, let's just show you. I've launched Ledger Live, right? And you'll notice there's a little blue dot over here on Manager. That means there's updates available for my device, right? So I'm all up to date with the software itself. There's no indicator telling me that I need to update my Ledger Live, right? But I do see that blue dot, so I should go check it out and see what's up. There might be new firmware. There might be new apps, right? So let's see what we got, right? I need to allow Ledger Manager on my device. All right. And then we can go into, let me turn this camera off for a sec so you can see. There's 2 updates available for apps. The Binance Smart Chain app needs to be updated, and the Ethereum app needs to be updated. So let's choose Update All. Oh, and Lido kind of jumped in there too. So I did this last week, I believe. I don't know if I'm using a different device. I don't know. Maybe they just have new updates. Am I using the right? I'm pretty sure this is the right. It's the right device. So we run that update. So we did this last week too. When if you're gonna use a Ledger device and Ledger Live to store like your go-to cryptos, then you should make sure it stays updated. Log in once a week, once a month. Just make sure that all of your apps are up to date, your software is up to date, and your firmware is up to date. As you can see there, it says my firmware is up to date, so I don't have to worry about that. And let me just show you here. It's not. Yeah, it says processing. That means it's running some updates on the device. So now the apps on the device are up to date, right? These apps hold private keys, right? So when I install an app, I create a private key for a wallet. And then some of these wallets I can use in Ledger Live, right? Like Litecoin, Stellar, Digibyte, Tezos, Ethereum, Bitcoin, right? But some of them I can't, right? So if we're in Manager and we want to store VeChain, then we'll look for it right here, search for it. There it is, VeChain, or VET, V-E-T. It's already installed on my device, but if it's not on your device, then there'll be an install button. Just run the install. It just takes a second. Won't be long. Then you'll have it on your device, right? So let's go over to that app. Let's just, where is it? I might have snuck by it there. Let's just double check. All right, Key, Bitcoin, Birdcoin. Come on now, where are you? VeChain, there it is. So we'll hit both buttons. All right. All right, now I'm going to launch my Sync app. Now this is an app that you actually install on your computer. It's a standalone desktop-based app. I believe they have one for Mac, probably. Right. So there it is. And we just wait for this guy. Oh, I need to get in this thing, right? I'm going to get in there. All right, so there's the app. Now up here, there's a little icon for wallets. I'll click that. There's a local wallet, which I haven't created yet because I chose a ledger-based wallet, right? And you can see there it supports several addresses. And this one is where I have some VET stored, right? And I can go up here to verify. Let's get into the, oh, I know what I'm doing. You have to get out of the manager because manager keeps bumping you out of being in an app, right? It always takes you to the top level. So I want to get into VeChain, right? This wallet will sort of remember your ledger base, but we'd like to verify. We want to make sure that this wallet is connected to this device. So I'll click verify, right? And notice the address appears on my device. And then we just like eyeball it and make sure it's the same address, right? And then I can go over here to approve and hit both buttons. And there we go, all right? So now that I've created this, I can copy this address into my clipboard and go somewhere where I can buy VeChain. And VeChain VET is available lots of places, right? Go down to markets here, and yeah, you can buy it on BINANCE, crypto.com. Not a lot, actually. KuCoin. So it's a little difficult to get your hands on it. You can't buy VeChain on Coinbase, or I don't even see Kraken here. So yeah, it looks like crypto.com. Well, it just says their exchange. I don't know if you can get it on the app or not. Probably. And then KuCoin, which I have KuCoin. We could use that. But you just buy some and then deposit it or withdraw it from the exchange and store it on in your Sync app. All right, and there you go. All right, now let me get to this ICP question. Let me just go back over here real quick. I know there's a lot of people here tonight. Andy, I hope that answered your question. I wanted to get to a question by, I think it may have disappeared, Mary. Mary wants to know about ICP, and she was asking me, how do you use your ledger? And my first thought was, well, I know that you can't store your private keys for an ICP wallet on a ledger. And then she brought up, oh, well, they say ICP will work on any device that supports FIDO U2F, and that is true. You could use your ledger as the two-factor authentication for your account, but that's not the same thing as actually storing ICP private key on your device, right? ICP is a little bizarre, actually. We're talking about Internet Computer Protocol. Let's just turn this off real quick, right? If you've heard of it, it was really hot when it debuted, and the price has fallen back. So if you're interested, maybe it's a good time to buy this. I don't know. This is not really an investment forum, and so there is a disclaimer down below that I'm not giving advice. But, you know. So she's thinking, oh, well, maybe I should buy this. And so you can buy it on Coinbase, right? You can buy this pretty easily on Coinbase. In fact, let's go buy a little bit on Coinbase just for the heck of it. Now, I did not line up any funds in my Coinbase Pro account. I had some US dollar coin in there, but I did a withdrawal yesterday, and I kind of left myself high and dry. So we can't buy and withdraw in the same fell swoop. The reason that is if you deposit US dollar from your bank on Coinbase Pro, you can trade right away, You can buy something right away, no big deal, right? So, you know, like if you put in $50, right? The problem here, and I could buy $50 worth of ICP right away, and just the problem for my live stream is that you have to wait 6 days before you can withdraw the assets, right? Now, as you can see, although I do have $781 worth of assets on here, so I think it might allow us to do that. So let's put in, what were we going to do? I was going to buy 3 things, right? So let's put in, I don't know. Let's put 250. Is that enough? Okay. Yeah, I've got 250 in that account. All right, so we'll put in 250. And we'll deposit US dollar. Now, mind you, because I have some collateral in here, they're going to let me withdraw this. But normally I wouldn't be able to withdraw it right away if this were like empty, right? If there was $0 in the account. All right, so it says trade immediately. Okay, so let's get some ICP first. Let's see where we, okay. All right, there's ICP US dollar. Let's see, we want to buy, let's do 50 of this, right? We'll hit that. That's going to give me 1. Okay. All right, that's good. So we've got that now. But before we leave this interface, let's go ahead and buy some Stellar. XLM, because I want to demo that. We'll buy 100. All right. We'll buy that. All right. And then let's buy some Luna, right? We're going to, we talked about this last week. We didn't get to it. So we'll buy some Luna. This is wrapped Luna, US dollar. I can do that. All right. So we'll just use the rest of it up. All right. There we go. All right. So I bought these 3 coins with US dollar. You can see I was able to deposit US dollar and trade right away. Fees were pretty low on these. I did have trading fees, but less expensive than the merchant fees you get over on regular Coinbase, right? The only drawback on this platform is you have to wait 6 days after you make these deposits from your bank, right? But like I said, we've got this polymath in here that should cover our withdrawals. So we'll still have at least $250 worth of value in this account when we withdraw these, right? All right, so how do we store internet computer? Let's take a look. Let's go over to, now you can go to ecosystem, and there's some new wallets that I haven't tried yet. This plug might be interesting, but I haven't used it yet. So for now, I'm just gonna stick with the wallet that I'm using. There's a few different things you can do over here on Dfinity. And here's the internet identity, which guarantees your data isn't tracked or visible or mined. Blah, 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 blah. And this is Identity IC app, right? Which I've got pulled up here. Now, I'm going to hit login. Now, because I have used this browser before, it sees my identity, right? 106992. So my data is being stored on the ICP blockchain, if you want to call it that. It's like a virtual computer, right? So when I first set up this account, it gave me a really long private key to back up, right? And I have that backed up somewhere safe, right? But the private key is not on my ledger. They don't have that option. Maybe some of these other wallets do. I don't know. I'm not sure. But as it stands, right now, the private key is backed up in text form somewhere safe, right? And my account is here. But in order to set this up, they do sort of force you to use two-factor authentication, right? So my two-factor authentication is my YubiKey, which is in my USB port right now, right? So I could also use the Ledger Nano S or X to do this, but I find it cumbersome to use the Ledger Nano X as a two-factor hardware device, because in order to use it, you've got to plug it in, you've got to enter your PIN, you got to, go to the UF2 app, and, it's a little cumbersome for two-factor, right? I would rather use my YubiKey, which is in my computer. All I got to do is reach over and touch it, right? So let's hit authenticate. All right, it wants me to touch my security key. I'm going to reach over and touch that little guy. There he is. And then I'll hit proceed. So they do force you, I think they force you to use a hardware device. But it's not really what's storing the private key. It's just sort of I don't know. It's possible, but I doubt it. I don't know if your wallet is like tied to that two-factor authenticator. I don't know. I think it's just security. I think, because I've dealt with two-factor quite a bit. Right, so there's my ICP address. And that is a native ICP address. So why don't we go over to Coinbase and try to withdraw this. Right? Well, let's hit ICP. Actually, we just hit withdraw, and then we'll choose this. We want to go to see it wants a native ICP address. I'm going to paste that in. It sees it as a valid ICP address. Let's max it out. Right, let's hit withdrawal. And I need my two-factor authentication for my Coinbase account, right? And I'm using Google Authenticator for that. Right, so that code is okay. Yeah, and that's it. All right, should work. Whoops, there my phone's playing. My phone. All right, it's done. Yay. All right, so what did we have over here? We had 13, right? So it should go up to 14 in a minute. Doggone the phone. Oh, I remember this thing. Come on, phone, go away for the moment. I need the phone to stay awake, right? If it goes to sleep, then. Now, I don't know if there's a refresh on this. It would be cool if there was. Because I think if I refresh the browser, it'll make me log in again. Let's try it anyway. Actually, I haven't gotten an alert from Coinbase yet. The withdrawal has initiated. All right, let's see. Did I get it? No. Yeah, I still haven't seen the... oh, there it is. Boom. All right. So, to review... the question originally from Mary was, can I use my Ledger to manage my ICP wallet? And the answer is you can use it in conjunction with this wallet as your two-factor authentication method, but I think the Ledger makes a poor hardware two-factor device, right? Because in order to use it, it has to be plugged in, the PIN has to be entered, and you have to be in that app, right? If you're going to use hardware authentication, the YubiKey is a much better choice, right? So anyway, and I use the YubiKey to manage this wallet. So there we go. We did that. All right, let's go down here. Do you have a tutorial on managing ICP through NNS? I don't know what NNS is, to be honest with you. Oh, is that what this is? NNS, right? Network Nervous System, right? I don't believe I've done a tutorial on the Internet Computer. Let's see. Let's hear. Internet Computer. No, I did not. I have not. I bought some, but I didn't do a tutorial on it. All right. All right, so I did do a Grumpy Dragons video walkthrough earlier this week, And then I believe before last week we did, or I posted a Rose token video on how to manage Oasis Rose tokens. Right, so you might want to check out my channel if you're looking for some cool videos. Right. All right, let me go down here and see what people are doing. Okay. So don't need a cold wallet. Yeah, like Mary, I don't know that you can use a cold wallet. Let's see. Well, we always need cold wallets, right? It would be great. I don't know about these other wallets. I haven't played around with them yet. I don't know if any of them will allow you to use a ledger, but this plug thing looks kind of cool. Let's see. I think we can go ahead and do this. Download Chrome. Now it's not missing. I wanted to talk about NFTs real quick for those of you who are curious as to why I bought that NFT, right? So, yes, you know, the question was why should I buy an NFT besides speculation, right? And yes, there is an element of speculation involved, but when I hear the word speculation, I'm thinking more like when I hear the word speculator, I'm thinking of people that are gaming the system or that are in it just for the money. They don't care about the underlying technology in any way or form. So, like, you hear a lot about that on, like, the stock market and stuff, and they say speculators are, you know, causing a run on this or that, or, you know, I think of that as the word speculator brings to mind negative connotations, right? But you could also say the word trader, and that's very similar, right? But there's also another term we can use called investor. And an investor has more of a positive connotation as to I'm going to buy something that I think is a good investment in the long run, right? As opposed to a speculator who's in it for a short gain. Right? There's nothing wrong with being a speculator. It just has negative connotations. But is that the only reason why I should buy an NFT, right? And so this gets us into the whole idea of a collectible, right? We know about stamp collecting. Let's talk about maybe a baseball card, right? Back in the days, right, in the early days of baseball cards, I think most people that were buying and collecting baseball cards were doing it for they just wanted to collect them, right? But now there are certain baseball cards that you can sell for millions of dollars, right? If you own like a pristine copy of a baseball card, right? And think about like the first Superman comic. If you were a kid and you went out and bought the very first Superman comic, I don't think you were thinking in your brain that someday I'll be able to sell this comic for more, right? But these days, I've met guys that bought comic books based on speculation, right? He's like, he looked for series of popular comic books that were coming out, and he'd buy in bulk, right? He'd buy like, you know, 10 or 20 copies of the exact same comic book, and then turn around and sell them a few months later at a profit, right? So that's comic books, right? So we have baseball cards, we have comic books, we have stamps, we have coins, and we have art, right? So why would anyone buy art, right? They want to collect it, they think it's beautiful, they want to hang it on their wall, or they want to make a profit, or they want bragging rights, right? They want to hang a picture on their wall, right? Now let's talk about copies, right? So you can say, okay, well, I guess the question that I think it was Steve asked me earlier. Yeah, Steve. His question was, why buy this when it looks like it's a JPEG, right? Isn't it just a JPEG? This looks kind of like I'm just spending money on what essentially is a JPEG. And I think it was a good point, right? Let's get off this. Let's go back over to Grumpy's, because we're kind of talking about NFTs, right? So he's like, okay, look, this looks like a JPEG to me. And he's right. right? I could take this, let's refresh this here, right? Now you can see this, right? I can take a screenshot of this and then go in there and crop it and save it as a JPEG and post it on my Twitter account as my profile pic. I can do that, right? I could also go to the Louvre in Paris and take a picture of the Mona Lisa with my phone. And if I take that picture home, I could print it out on my printer. Is someone going to pay me for that? I don't think so, right? But why do we do that, right? Why do we ask for celebrities for their autographs? We don't do that much anymore, but we used to, right? When I was a kid, it was all about, can I get an autograph, right? Could you give me an autograph? Now, most of the people that ask for an autograph of a famous movie star that they happen to see are probably not thinking, I'm going to go home and sell this autograph, or I'm going to, go out there. Maybe now they do. I don't know, right? Most of the time, they want it for their own keepsake, right? Hey, I met, Cary Grant, and I got his autograph, right? I'm not going to turn around and sell that. But why do we take selfies with celebrities, right? Why would we want to take a picture with a celebrity, right? If I take a picture of a celebrity, that's definitely not going to be much value to anybody else, right? Why would someone want to buy a selfie that I took with Bruce Willis? And they'd say, well, let's crop Rex out of the picture. I don't like him, but I do like Bruce Willis, right? So but why do we even do that, right? It's a digital snapshot of a moment in time that you find valuable, right? I got a selfie with Bruce Willis, and it's on my phone, and I might post it on Facebook, and people are like, yay, right? So now let's move all this onto NFTs and say, why would I want to buy something that does this thing have value? Why would I want it, right? Well, buying it we moved from baseball cards and coins and comic books to selfies and digital stuff. We're all in a digital world now, right? So we can hold and have and hold these digital collectibles of our very own, and they're also on a blockchain, right? Can I turn around and sell this? Maybe, right? Is it worth it? Maybe. I don't know. Could be, right? It was kind of expensive, right? 2 Solana, that's like, geez, man. It's over $200 that I paid for this thing, right? But is it worth more to me as a collectible? It's pretty cool art. I don't know, right? I think it's pretty cool. I'm really not sure how it gets made. What the word minting is a little, has this connotation that I'm creating something from scratch at the moment. I don't know, like maybe the artists made a bunch of these, and then the minting is basically just purchasing. Or when I click that mint button, did I actually create this thing randomly? Were there a bunch of elements out there? Like notice he's got a halo and a blindfold and wings, right? There might be some that don't have wings, right? There might be some that have a different expression on their face. Was it randomly created? I'm not sure about all that, right? And can I do anything with this thing? Can it be like in a game? Can I upgrade it? What kind of functionality can I get out of this? I don't really know personally at the moment. I was approached by this company, right? They approached me and they said, hey, would you be willing to, do a video and maybe pump us a little bit? Not that crazy about pumping anybody, but it was on the Solana blockchain and it was an NFT. And so I personally found that instructive. So that's why I felt that I was willing to go and do this, right? Now, they didn't say I had to buy this minted NFT on my live stream. That was my decision, right? They didn't say, oh, please buy. I just did a video on how you do it, right? And in the video, I really didn't buy anything. I didn't buy a Grumpy Dragon. They weren't available yet. So, should you run out and do this? I don't know, right? I'm not saying you should, would, or could, right? But I showed you how, right? I get a lot of flack from some of my videos, like Pancake Swap or Dinoswap, or somebody said something like, "Oh, you should have like a warning that this is like And I'm like, dude, I don't do you should buy videos. I do like how to videos. I don't I don't do should to videos. I do how to videos. So my videos are out there if you want to know how to, right? How to buy Bitcoin, how to buy Ethereum, how to buy an NFT, how to trade on PancakeSwap. I'm not forcing you to do any of this stuff. I'm just out there, right? All right. Um, if you mint the same picture on a different chain, that's not so unique anymore? Yeah. I don't know that you can buy this particular series on a different chain or not. Right? These are all on the Solana blockchain. But there is a marketplace for these called Digital Eyes. And this is just one of many digital marketplaces for NFTs. Because someone had asked me earlier, well, how do you sell it? It might just be a fad like tulips. We don't know. Right? But it says connect wallet. So I'm going to use my Phantom wallet. I don't know why it's asking me for the password. Yeah, whatever. Alrighty here. All right, so it sees this new one that I just bought. Let's check this thing. I don't know that it's gonna be. It's unverified, right? Because it's brand new. It hasn't been verified yet. But this other one, this Wealthy Whale one, is verified as being on this chain. Now, this Digital Eyes is more than just. There are like so many different collections, right? There are hundreds of collections that they have on this Digital Eyes website. And like I said, this isn't the only one, right? I don't see Wealthy Whales on here. Oh yeah, well, there's Wealthy Whales. Let's see, do they have Grumpy Dragons yet? Yeah, they do. Nothing to see here right now. Okay, not yet, right? They'll be there soon, right? But let's look at this Wealthy Whale one. Let's do that sell again. Because I have connected my Solana wallet to this digital marketplace, I have the ability to list this NFT, right? So I don't know that I really want to sell it, right? But I could say, like, I could put some ridiculous amount on there, right? Now, it's going to cost me 0.25%. That's 0.13 Sol. And then if you look at the royalties, and they're going to charge me a listing fee. So let's see, that's 0.4. It's about 0.4 Solana, right? So let's look over here. All right, 0.4. So yeah, about $62 is going to cost me to list it if I decide to list it on Digital Eyes. But if someone were to buy it for 5 Sol, that would be a profit, right? But I'm not going to list it, but I could, right? I would just list it, and I'm assuming that it would need to verify on my device, right? Because it would ask the wallet permission. Listing it hasn't left my possession yet, but I'm assuming that if I list it, that if someone were to buy it, then that's a smart contract, right? I've said, okay, look, it's listed, and if you give me 5 Sol, then it will move from out of my wallet into your wallet, and your 5 Sol will move from your wallet into my wallet, right? That's the essence of a smart contract. No intermediaries. I've made the commitment, right? All I need is for someone to agree to the terms of the smart contract, which is, I'll give you this NFT if you give me 5 Sol, or whatever the price I decide. All right. So you buy an NFT, you can view it in your wallet, and you can find digital marketplaces where you can actually list your NFTs and buy others if you want. Right? I did a mint on a particular website, but ones that are already minted can be purchased. Right? So look, if we go Wealthy Whales, which you saw that I have one of those. Right? There's a lot of them out there. Let's do high to low. Right? There are some out there that are going for very high amounts. Wow. Right? So you would have to do your own research, figure out how you sell these things. Right? What is mine worth? I don't know. Right? I think you could go onto Discord. There are a lot of Discord groups out where you could like post what yours is and get offers from people to get some idea of what these are worth. So some of people are in it for the money, some for the collectability, some for the bragging rights, whatever. Right? All right. So let me just take a look at what you guys are asking here. I'm going to scroll back up. Dan's not here tonight. Kind of lonely because Dan's not here. Yes, Rex, I asked the NFT question via email. I want to understand the motivations and use case. Currently, it just seems to be getting a JPEG. I do not own the copyright of the image, or do I? Copyright is a whole nother issue. That's legalities. It's verifiable on a blockchain, but I don't know that that translates directly legally into copyright of the actual image, right? I don't know that I could sue someone that did a screen cap of this video and use that NFT for their own purposes, right? If they post it on their website or use it as their, their Twitter profile or whatever, I don't know that legally I could sue them, right? That's a whole nother layer of legalities here. But verifiably on the blockchain, I could sell that NFT and and they would have to pay me on that blockchain, right? Because I own it, right? So I have the digital rights to, I have the private key, right? So I could sell it or not sell it. That's up to me. But whether I could sue someone that does a screen cap of that, that's a different story, right? I think we covered D Clover 100. I think it was Steve. There are speculators and there are gamblers. Speculators call themselves investors and gamblers call themselves trader. Am I wrong? I like that, JDO. Oh, well, thanks, JDO. I feel better knowing JDO is here. JDO is hangs around quite a bit. And pet rocks were big. JDO, maybe I should just make you a moderator, right? There we go. Just saying. You deserve it, JDO. You're here enough. Royalties. What does that go to? Okay, so we mentioned royalties. The artists that actually create these get royalties when they are bought and sold. That's another interesting aspect of NFTs and the ownership rights, right? So if I am the original creator of an NFT, if I minted, this minting was a little different, but suppose I created this NFT myself and then posted it on this blockchain, uploaded it, right? My own original art. As the original creator of the NFT, I can get royalties or partial payments or residuals, we might want to think of them, when they get resold again. This is another way to ensure that the original artist is credited financially for every resale, right? So like back in the day, like an original singer that cut a record or whatever, these recording studios paid him $500 and that was it, right? And then every time their song played on the radio over the next 50 years, some studio exec got the royalties, not the original artist, right? But with an NFT, the original artist is entitled to and can claim royalties It's built into the smart contract, right? So anytime someone sells it, even if they're selling it to, even if it's the third or fourth owner, part of that sale goes back to the original creator that posted it originally. That's built into the smart contract. It works that way on Rarible and a lot of these NFT marketplaces. So that's pretty cool. And I don't know, as far as the the people that are running this site, that might be part of that might go to them. The fees, I'm not sure who the fees go to be honest. That might just be part of what makes the site work, right? This is digitalized. It's a marketplace. Maybe they get a little piece of this too, right? That's what makes it worth their while to run this marketplace. And you can stake NFTs. Wow, I haven't thought about that. Yeah, but I believe you can, right? You can stake them on the, like in smart contracts and earn. That's pretty crazy. Yeah, so here we go. That's cool. All right, so what else have we got on our agenda today? So we did all the, I'm going to close some of these because we're just getting out. All right, I wanted to talk about this story a little bit because they mentioned some coins here. And, okay, yeah, so we're going to do this. I'm going to do this, right? This is a pretty good article. It's linked down below. And there are a lot of articles like this on Daily Hodler. They basically take somebody's tweet or YouTube video and put it into words, writing. And this is an article about a popular crypto strategist who goes by the name of Capo. Right. And he uses the Elliott wave theory, which is a market prediction strategy of sorts, a form of technical analysis that aims to predict future price movements by identifying collective trader psychology that appears on charts in waves, right? So it's kind of a charting strategy, right? Okay, MT just threw out a tip. I appreciate that. When I recover my device with my seed phrase, word 24 is a list of words to choose from. Is this a safety risk? No. No. The ledger device, when you're restoring a 24-word recovery phrase on your ledger device, I believe they all, I think all 24 words are from a list now, right? It just makes it easier than having to actually type out each word. In the previous versions of the Ledger device, when you were doing a restore, you actually had to type out each word. There was like an alphabet, and you had to scroll up and down the alphabet to get to the first letter of the word, and then you had to, choose A, and then you had to scroll to P for Apple, right? A, P, P, L, E. You had to spell it out, right? But now they just give you a list of words. The 24-word recovery phrase is based on, part of this is based on the word list. Where is it? Here we go. Right, there are 248 English words in the BIP39 list, right? And so there might be an English word that's not on there, right? You may think that it's all English words, but it's not, right? It's a specific list of 2,048 words. And so now the ledger will give you a list of words at each step. Like word number 1, they give you like a lot of words, and you just find it, I think. Or it narrows it down as it goes, right? Maybe I'm thinking of a different. Anyway, it's not a security risk. The ledger device is just, I guess what I'm trying to say is there is a checksum, which is like a check. So if you enter 23 words and then you choose the wrong 24th word, it will immediately know that it is an invalid phrase, right? Even before you try to add crypto or whatever, right? because there is a checksum. Whether or not it has coins in it is a different story, but whether it's a valid 24-word phrase, that's part of it, right? So if I try to enter an invalid phrase, the ledger will detect that and go, that's not right. I think it can do that like on the 11th word or whatever. But we're getting a little off track here. This is pretty advanced kind of stuff. Just know that when you initialize your ledger and you write down that 24-word recovery phrase, you store it in a safe place. Don't show it to anybody, and it can be used to restore your device if it's lost or damaged, right? That's one of the biggest questions I get from smug YouTube commenters. Like, I'll do this video on how to set up a Ledger Nano device, and then somebody in the comments will say, well, what if you lose your device? Then what? I'm like, this is it, right? You use your 24-word recovery phrase to restore, and then you get all your wallets back. That's what, right? Anyway. All right. I want to send you a big thanks to help me find my data token 2 weeks ago. They were in Mu and not on my ledger. Thanks and thanks again. Oh, cool. Jean-Luc got his data coins. I'm glad. But it's weird because they were showing up in my copy of Ledger. Anyway, anywho, I stopped because of a tip. Right, so let's go back. Where were we? We were looking at this article, right? And, okay, so you read this article and you're like, oh, okay, well, I got ADA, right? But I've never heard of this thing, NOIA. What the heck is this, right? Should I buy some? Why not, right? He's recommending it, so why not buy some, right? Let's try, right? The steps that you need to take. So first of all, do you trust this guy? Do you think he's, a good... Do you trust his system, right? He's got that system, Elliott wave theory. Do I think that's a valid system? Maybe, maybe not, maybe. Let's say I do, right? I trust this guy. He's giving me an article here. There are several cryptos he's recommending that are going to outperform Bitcoin over the next several months, right? So, okay, let's assume that I have trust all that, right? Now, he's recommending this NOIA. What the heck is this, and how do I get my hands on it? Well, we can go over to CoinGecko, and there it is, NOIA, Syntropy. I like to use CoinGecko. I think you could use CoinMarketCap.com to do the same thing, to sort of analyze what this coin is. So I was looking around earlier, and I don't know that I saved that part of it. I guess I didn't. That's okay. So you'll say to yourself, okay, well, what is this coin? Let's click this little link here, and it'll take us over to the website of the project. And I can look at the website and look a little more into, first of all, do these people even know how to create a website? That should be number one on your list, right? If you can't create a halfway decent website, then I don't have much faith in your project, right? So it looks like a pretty good website, right? Well designed, right? And then I can do some more research as to what is it exactly that they're proposing here. Is it a good business plan? Do I agree with it, right? Do I want to buy some, right? Now, this stake NOIA, what does it want me to do here? Okay. Validator, registration, staking dashboard. Let's see what it's wanting to do here. Okay, so now it says connect your wallet, right? So when it says connect wallet, it says MetaMask. Connect that. Connect to MetaMask. Let's do this wallet. Let's hit next. And what's it going to do? Is it going to... Okay, it says it's connected. Oh, because I'm already on the... so let's look at MetaMask over here. Ooh, huh. Why is it on Binance Smart Chain? That's interesting. I thought that it was a Ethereum-based thing. Oh, okay. Well, perhaps it's cross-chain compatible. I don't know. But it was my understanding from this that it is an ERC20 based token, right? And so now that I've determined that it's an ERC based 20 token, and usually if it gives you an Ethereum address as its contract address, that means it's ERC20. Where can we get our hands on this thing, right? Well, not very many places, right? So this always sends up kind of alert for me, because I'm like, okay, if it's hard to get your hands on it, maybe it's a good idea for me to grab some while it's still hard to get your hands on it, right? If you can get it on Coinbase, I've already missed the bus, right? Unless we want to look at the chart of the coin and say, oh, it's way off its highs, right? So if we go back, let's do 180 days. Let's see. All right, well, it looks like it was back in April. It was around 78 cents, and today it's around 38 cents. So it's off its highs. It's not way off its highs, right? There were some coins that are like 10 times off their highs, like Internet Computer that we were looking at earlier. I think when it debuted, it was at $500, but that was from the initial excitement, right? It's not a very good judge of a price action when it first pops, right? When it first debuts. But you can look at other coins and like Bitcoin and say, okay, well, is it off its highs? Should I buy some now? Is it way off? Is it way low from its highs? But there's always that, well, if it's way off its highs, then maybe it's kind of scary, right? You don't want to buy something that might never go back up, right? But anyway, so we've sort of looked at its chart a little bit. We decided, okay, well, we'll go ahead and get some. What the hell? It may even break out, right? It may get past its all-time highs. Who knows? Right? So let's buy some. So, but where can we get it? Now I can buy it on Uniswap, but I don't want to pay high Ethereum fees. Gate.io, I don't know much about, but KuCoin, I have a KuCoin account. Now, KuCoin is not it's not a US-based exchange, right? I've never tried to connect my bank account to them, but I don't think I can, to be honest with you. Maybe I can. Maybe I could. I just never have. And I kind of would rather keep it that way, right? So how am I going to fund this, right? I have zero balance in my account. I got a little $4 worth of US dollar worth of Bitcoin over here. So how am I going to fund this purchase, right? Let's go over here. What is it? NOIA, right? NOIA. Yes. Okay, so we can get it. But I need to fund this account. So how am I going to do that? Well, I have some Ethereum over here. We're going to do Ethereum tonight. I usually do Bitcoin when I fund crypto exchanges, generally because the fees on Bitcoin are lower than Ethereum. But sometimes it takes a while for Bitcoin. So let's do Ethereum tonight. So we're going to go in here. I've got enough Ethereum in here to send some to KuCoin. So let's go back and we'll go to ETH. Right, here it is. I want to deposit some Ethereum in my KuCoin account. Where's the address? Okay. Oh, I understand. Okay, it's not a smart contract transfer. Okay. I'm not doing a smart contract transfer. I'm just depositing into my account. Right, so there's the Ethereum address. All right, so let's go back to my wallet. This is where I keep some Ethereum, and we'll use some Ethereum to fund this wallet. Now, I could have gone over to Coinbase Pro and bought Ethereum and then transferred from Coinbase Pro to KuCoin, but I don't generally like to do exchange-to-exchange transfers. something would go wrong, could go wrong, and then I've got Coinbase telling me it's not their fault. I've got KuCoin telling me it's not their fault. So I prefer to use my own wallet because there's less room for error, right? So we'll do, let's turn the camera on here. First of all, I need to be in the Ethereum app. So let's get out of, let's get out of this app. Let's go over to Ethereum. Whoops. Go back here. There, Ethereum. We'll hit both buttons. All right, let's go up here to manage and choose send. We're sending to KuCoin, right? Let's paste. They can't fully authenticate, so let's double check. Ends in 2D22, 2D22, 750, 487. Okay, I'm certain that this is the correct address. Let's hit continue. Let's say $500 worth. All right. Let's go. Let's think big tonight. All right, it's going to cost me $5. I'm okay with that. All right, let's hit continue. We'll hit continue one more time. And now we're going to need to authorize the outgoing transaction on our device because the device has the private keys. There's the amount. There's the address I'm sending to. There it is, F2022. The fees aren't that much, $5. Let's hit both buttons. Off it goes. Why am I doing this? I'm funding the account, right? Instead of making a deposit from my bank to KuCoin, I am simply making a cryptocurrency deposit. This is the beauty of cryptocurrencies, right? I can make a transfer into an account without having to give them my bank account number and my ID and all this other stuff. My crypto is my value, right? That's what I've always loved about crypto, right? If I want to buy something on Amazon, I got to give them my life story, my credit card, my name, my address. My life is an open book, right? Because they have to like dive in and look. Ooh, is this credit card valid? Does he have good credit history or whatever? Is this credit card valid? Blah blah blah. Where is the address match? I'm like, okay, so you got to know my life story. With crypto, boom, I got crypto. You'll accept crypto. Enough said, right? I don't have to deal with anything else besides that. All right, there it goes. Off it goes into the nether regions, right? So let's go over to deposit and withdrawal history. Let's do deposit history. Okay, we're still waiting for the Ethereum to show up in KuCoin. So while we're doing that, we can do some other stuff, right? We'll check back. It's got to marinate and percolate. All right, but it'll be there. And then we'll buy that coin and we'll put it in our Ethereum wallet, right? So what else were we going to do tonight? What about Shiba Inu? Okay, yeah, I told you in my thing here that we were going to buy some on crypto.com. So let's do that. Now, Shiba Inu is a ERC20 token, if I'm not mistaken. All right, let's go over to crypto.com. Okay, we're at 55.4. Yeah, it's looking good, guys. Bitcoin is looking good. Ethereum's over 36. Things are looking good. All right, so we want to buy some Shiba Inu, right? So let's hit trade. Oh, crypto.com is an iOS-based or Android-based cryptocurrency exchange for your phone. They have a web-based exchange, but it's not available in the U.S. I believe you can use the app from quite a few states in the U.S. I know over in Europe you can use this app. There may be a few states like Hawaii that won't let you buy crypto using crypto.com. But it's pretty good for U.S. users. Handy, buy, sell, trade, stake, do all kinds of cool stuff. They have a ATM debit card, the MCO Visa card that you can spend your crypto in the real world. Pretty good stuff, right? Singing their praises. We want to buy some Shiba Inu. Oh, and they also have like a contest. right now if you buy Shiba Inu. I'm not telling you to buy it. I'm just saying there's like a contest that they've got going on. You buy, I don't know, $50 worth or whatever. I don't know. Let me see if I can. Oh, I think I closed that window already. Okay, whatever. There's the contest. I don't have the blog here right now. Oh, well, let's check it out. Doggone it, Rex. Come on. What are you doing? All right. Oh, okay. The Ethereum has come into KuCoin. That was fast. Hang on just a sec. Let's do that. There it is, right there. So they're having a contest. If you could win some money, if you want. All right. So, but let's buy some. I don't think I'm eligible, but I'm still going to buy some for you guys, right? Because I'm associated with them. So let's hit trade. Let's hit buy. And Shiba. There it is. Shiba Inu. I'll just use my debit card for this one. I don't want 7 million. Let's see. I just want $100 worth. So let's change this to a. Whoops. Come on, Rex. I try not to. It's not going to let me do that, is it? Okay. What is that? 700. That's 7 million. Okay. So let's do 4. What's half of 7? 3.5, right? 3.5. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. That's 3.5 million, right? Let's. They got the commas down on the button there. All right, so let's hit that. Do I have that much? It's only $100 worth. Come on. Let's hit continue. All right, I get charged $289 for that, for the card. If I use the fiat wallet, it's less, right? But that would require me to actually think in advance and put some money in there first. It takes a few days to get in there. The debit card you can just buy on a whim, right? All right. I think it went through okay. Yeah. All right. So I'm pretty sure that is an ERC20 token. Let's go over to accounts. All right. It's confirmed. Let's see what we got here. Shibu. All right. So let's do transfer deposit and see if it'll let you. Yeah, it's an ERC20 address. Oh, okay. So you could do either one, right? Looks like they got Binance Smart Chain too. That's pretty interesting. I wonder if I can withdraw to the Binance Smart Chain. That would be interesting. Let's go here. Actually, it doesn't really matter either way if I put it in my MetaMask wallet. All right, so if we go over to MetaMask. Wait a minute, let's do it this way. I believe I've got some in here in the Binance Smart Chain side. Yeah, there it is, SHIB, right? There's some in there already on the Binance Smart Chain. But let's just hit this. Let's just do it this way. Account details. There's our QR code, right? So please don't send anything to this QR code. Please, I'm begging you. Don't do it, right? I'm just doing this so that you can see how to do it. I'm not asking you to scan that QR code. So please don't hold your phone up to this YouTube video and send me crypto. I'm begging you. All right, let's do a transfer, withdraw, and external wallet. And we're going to add a wallet address. See, I can do it either way. I can do Binance Smart Chain. That's cool as heck. All right. And let's hit this little icon, and we'll scan that address into our wallet. Now, I don't need this Ethereum at the front of it. I don't know why it does that. So I'm going to delete that. Unfortunately, that, I don't know, it's like a bug or whatever. All right, and then we'll call this one new BSC, just so I'll know. All right. Let's see. It may or may not allow me to do this. I may have added this wallet at some point in the past, like as Ethereum address. All right, I'm going to tap that code from my Google Authenticator. It puts it in the clipboard of my phone. I'll paste it over here in crypto.com, and we'll see what happens. Ooh, there it is. Boom. Hey, that was cool. All right. So it's only $100. Let's just do it all, right? Normally, I would advise you to do a small amount to make sure it's going to work. All right. But it's let's just get it done. Right? There's the max, 3.5 million. Let's hit withdraw. They're going to charge me 100,000? That doesn't seem very nice. I don't know. Whatever. Probably like $3 or $4. All right, we need the authentication again. Let's copy. Let's tap that. Copy it into our clipboard. Let's paste. All right, there we go. Withdraw. Submitted. The request to withdraw has been submitted, and it's on its way to my Binance Smart Chain wallet. Pretty cool stuff, right? Shouldn't take it very long to. There's the email. All right, let's do this. All right, let's scroll down to SHIB. Right, there's, what is this? I don't know. 67 million, isn't it? Okay, so that should go to like 70 million when the coin hits. All right, shouldn't take too long. I'm wondering if I can withdraw my neighbor Alice like that. That's kind of cool. All right. Well, let's just wait a second and let's see what happens. Actually, yeah. Let's go ahead and what am I doing here? I don't want to do that. What I want to do is this. Expand view. That's what I want. I want it to be like big so that you guys can see it. Where'd it go? Okay, there it is. All right, so we'll just keep an eye on that. Now, if it ends up on the Ethereum side, I can deal with that because it's the same wallet, right? Same address. So it won't be lost. Let's go back over to KuCoin, right? Because we were over on KuCoin, and now we have that Ethereum in there, right? It showed up, and it's completed. Now, let's go over to trading real quick. What was this thing we were looking for? NOIA. Let's see if there's an Ethereum trading pair. Let's go over to the trade. Let's do NOIA. Okay, right? So there's no Ethereum trading pair for this. So I'm going to need US Tether, right? But that's not too bad because I'm not going to have to pay huge fees because they have liquidity. So I'm pretty sure, let me see. Hey, I remembered that. That's cool. So, but I need to, first of all, I need to get my Ethereum over onto the trading side. So there's the Ethereum. Let's transfer the Ethereum from the main account to the trading account. Let's hit that. Let's hit confirm. All right, that didn't cost me anything. I just move it into the trading area. They keep them separate, I guess, for security or whatever. But now we've got the Ethereum available in the trading. Let's do spot trading. Let's trade Ethereum for Tether first. So ETH and Tether. There should be quite a few of these. No. Yeah, I did this before. Don't they have ETH Tether? Oh, there it is. No. US dollar Tether. Oh, here it is, right here. US dollar tether. Right? So, you guys can't see what I'm doing down here, so I'm going to move my little thing over here. So we want to go to market. If you want to do limit and all that cool stuff, that's fine with me, but I'm more of a market guy. I want to sell my ETH. I'm going to sell it all for Tether. Let's hit sell. All right, that worked. All right, now we've got, if we go to assets and we go to the trading account, we should have US dollar Tether in there, right? So we're good. We've got the trading pair we need, right? Let's go to trade again. NOIA here. NOIA. We're good. US dollar Tether trading pair. All right. I want to buy NOIA for 100% of my Tether. Whoops. Let's go to market. 100% of my Tether. Buy NOIA. And there we go. We did it. All right. Now we can go back to our main account. Oh, actually, no. We're going to go to the trading account. And there it is. All right. Now, if we want to withdraw, we need to move it over back to the main part of the account. Let's hit transfer from trading to main. We'll send it all. And there we go. All righty. So we did it. Whoops. And now, whoops, we want to try and figure out how to get that into our wallet. Now, should I put it in my ledger-based wallet? Sure, why not? Let's try that, because I think someone had. No, they hadn't asked me that. But let's put it in the this Ethereum wallet, right? So we'll go to receive, and we'll just continue. Let's skip device check. I know this address. I know it's my wallet. Let's do that. Let's go back over to KuCoin. Let's do go back to the main account, right? Because there it is. Let's do withdraw. Now we're probably going to get hit with. Let's paste that. Let's see what networks they have. Just ERC20, right? That's it. Right. So we're going to put this in our Ethereum wallet. So yeah, it's ERC20. Let's. Should we do it all? Yeah. Normally I would say maybe 20 would be better. But let's do it. Oh, it's going to cost me 70. Ooh, that's kind of steep. There's where the Ethereum network fees hit, right? Because it's going to cost them to transfer this over across the Ethereum network. So they're going to take a nice little chunk. 70 NOIA is what? Oops. Here. $27 is going to cost me to withdraw. All right? Ethereum network fees are high. So sometimes you have to bite the bullet when you're doing these. Oh, there's the SHIB. It's there now, right? In the MetaMask wallet. It came. I just got an alert from crypto.com that we withdrew the SHIB. All right, let's go back to that expensive transfer. Okay, here we go. All right, let's do it. All right, now I need to confirm this withdrawal. I need to put in my trading password. Whoops. I need to get an email code. Wrong email. All right, there's my code. All right. There's my code. Whoops. Come on. What happened? 153743. 153743. 153743. It doesn't really matter if I screw this up. I'll just try again. But let's see. KuCoin. Come on, where are you? Okay, there it is. It's about to expire, so I'm going to wait. Ooh, we're down to the wire here, aren't we? Okay. 261608. 5 seconds. 4 seconds. It's like I'm defusing a bomb. Successful. Ding, 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 ding. All right, so now we can go over to deposit and withdrawal history. And this time we'll go to withdrawal history. And there it is. Processing. We're all good. Now, is it going to show up in this wallet or not? That's a good question. It might not. Well, will I freak out? No, not really. Right? Just because I can't see it in my Ledger Live wallet doesn't mean that it's not there. Right? But we'll hang out and see if it shows up. It might take it a few. I don't see it yet. It might take a few. All right, guys. Spell check. Okay. Rex, a little scary that KuCoin address wasn't verified. Is this common? Oh, yeah, it's fairly common. Yeah. I'm not really sure what they do, but just because it can't verify the address doesn't mean you can't eyeball it, right? I eyeballed it. It looked fine to me. So sometimes you just have to take matters into your own hands, right? I'm not sure why that happens. It happens a lot with Binance and Binance US deposits. I think it happens with Bittrex deposits. I don't know. I think like Coinbase, it usually works. It doesn't say that it can't be verified. I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't consider that a red flag. It's a little, I don't know. It's a little jarring, but it's not a deal breaker, right? All I have to do is eyeball it to make sure that the addresses match, right? They can't match it, but I can. I can see it. I have my own Ledger X, some ERC20 that I want to swap trade for ETH. What's the best way to do this and the cheapest way to do this? Thank you in advance. You can swap ERC20 tokens right within Ledger Live by using this feature here. Let's see if it's. I just want to see if it shows up here. Oh, there it is. Yeah, see there, it showed up. Now. It doesn't have pricing info for it, which I expected, right? Because it's, it's a newer coin, right? So Ledger Live doesn't have pricing info for it. A lot of people freak out on this. They think, oh my God, the coin is suddenly worthless. It is not. It just means that Ledger can't show you the price. Now, if all you use is Ledger to track your portfolio, I know this can be distressing. I don't use Ledger Live as my portfolio tracker. I use it as a reference tool, but I don't use it to track my portfolio. I have a different portfolio tracker that I use because not all my coins are in Ledger Live. So I use a separate coin tracker, Crypto Pro. But there are a lot of crypto portfolio trackers out there. So Ledger Live is a poor portfolio tracker. But it's not a big deal, right? So I should be able to, let's try it over and I wanted to go through this, that there are more than one ways to view wallets, right? So this particular wallet is an Ethereum-based wallet that has a balance of 0.01. Let's go over here and let's switch over to Ledger, this one. This is a Ledger-based wallet based on the Ledger device that we're using over in Ledger Live. So let's switch over there. We need to switch over to the Ethereum network so that we can see our Ethereum. Let's see if it shows that coin. It does not, right? So it's not there, right? But we know it's, we do know its contract address, right? We checked its contract address earlier. Let's copy that into our clipboard. Let's go back over here. Let's go down to add token. We'll choose custom token, and then we'll paste in the address of the contract address, right? It auto-fills these. Let's hit next. It says no? How could it say that? We know it's in there, don't we? Isn't that what it was? Okay. That's kind of weird. Well, that's weird that it's not showing up here. It should, right? Because we can see. Yeah, I should be okay now. Let's go over here. I'm back. Yeah, I don't know. That's the second that happened last week too. And it's like a weird combination of whatever I did that causes my computer to crash. I'm working with a hardware device, and no, we don't want to switch. We were over here. We were trying to look at that token, that NOIA token, which we can see in Ledger Live, but not in this one, which is really weird. Unless I have the wrong wallet. Let's go back. We want Ethereum main, which is 1.0. Okay. Syntropy, that's the guy, NOIA. So we need to go back to our MetaMask wallet and switch to a different address. Oh, here. Oh, this guy, Ledger 2. Boom, there it is. Is that it? That's it, right? Yeah. So now we'll go back over here to NOIA. Let's get that contract address over here. Well, let's go back here and we'll add token. We'll do custom. We'll paste in that contract address. Hit next, and there it is. I had the wrong wallet, but they're there. All right, so there we go. We got it, right? And it says they're worth $469, right? So we lost like $30 in translation because originally we sent like $500 worth of Ethereum over to the account to make our purchase, right? Okay, let's see here. I want to see where I am here. Oh, okay. I think we're okay. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. Right, moving from one wallet to another from an exchange or other. I'm here. Crash, I crashed. I don't know what happened. Am I here? Can you guys see me? I hope so. Okay, so let's go back here and see where we were. Luna. We didn't do Luna yet. I wanted to do that here. The Luna bridge, right? So we bought that Luna over on Coinbase earlier, right? Let's go back here. So now we're on the Ethereum, but I want to go back to a different wallet. It doesn't really matter, but I will. I'm going to go back to a different wallet. So we got our NOIA. We invested that. Let's go back over to this wallet, new BSC. I'm going to put some Luna in here, right? So I'm just going to copy the address into my clipboard. We'll go back over to here. Oh, yeah, let's restore. That's good. All my tabs are back. That's pretty cool. Let's go to Coinbase Pro. where we bought some, what did we buy? Some Luna, right? Some wrapped Luna. Let's go to portfolios. Let's go to withdraw. We should be able to withdraw it, right? Because I had some collateral. But if you're just doing this for the first time, making a quick deposit with an empty account, you'll have to wait 6 days to make your withdrawal, right? There's the withdrawal address. Will they let me do like a Luna address? Wait, let me see what they say. All right, it says it's a valid address. Let's try my Terra station and see if it will accept a Luna, native Luna address. I doubt it, right? There's the Luna address. Let's see what happens when I put that in there. Nope, it does not like it, right? It can only handle ERC20 based Luna, which I expected, right? Because we're gonna convert it, right? All right, so let's paste in that address of our wallet. It likes it. Let's take it all, right? If you're new to this, maybe do a smaller one first. Let's put in our two-factor authentication. We'll see. You can see me. Okay, good. Okay, good. All right. Just wanted to make sure. Anyway. Okay, so I need my Coinbase ID here. It's not my ID. It's my two-factor. All right. It likes it. And, oh, I forgot to look at it, but I'm sure they charged me quite a bit for that, right? Because it was an ERC20 based token on the Ethereum network. We're also going to get hit again when we do this conversion, unfortunately. But here we go. We should see some Luna in here shortly. There. All right, it's in there. There's $95 worth of Luna. Now I would like to convert it, right? So let's go over to this Terra bridge, right? I want to go from Ethereum, right? So I'm going to connect to my MetaMask wallet. See, it's connected to this wallet. And I want to go to the Terra network. So I want to send it all. And my destination address is going to be my Terra wallet over here, my Terra station wallet. This is native Luna, right? We're going to get hit with another conversion, right? It's probably going to cost me another $30 just to convert it. Let's hit next. We'll hit confirm, and it should ask me to sign the transaction with my MetaMask wallet here shortly. It's not popping up. Maybe because, whoops. Oops. Burn unapproved. Bridge Terra money. Okay. Oh, okay. There. It came up. I had to look for it, right? It didn't pop up. All right, it's going to cost me another $9 worth of Ethereum. I can deal with that. Hopefully that's going to work. No, now it says pending, right? So we'll see. Yeah, JDO is bringing up a good point as far as being conservative in crypto, if that's a thing, right? Because crypto is looked on as kind of a risky, speculative arena to be investing in. Right? But being conservative in crypto would be like 100% of your portfolio in Bitcoin and Ethereum, however you want to do the ratios, right? Okay, so that was confirmed on there. Let's go back over to Terra Station, and I think we're still waiting. I think it should go to 104, shouldn't it? Let me just double check here. Yeah, it should go up a few shortly. Actually, it takes it a few minutes to actually show up in this wallet, but that's okay. We'll just wait. But it went out of MetaMask, right? So it says burned. It's like I burned it. It's burned, right? I got 0 Luna in this wallet now. Huh. Okay. Oh, I see something weird. Oh, I don't know. Let's see what we got over here. Come on, I'm doing this for company. Let's go to dashboard, wallet. Yeah, it's gonna have to show up sooner or later, right? Or we lost it. Who knows? Possible, but I doubt it. I think I did that right. Let's look over here. Oh, there it says it went okay. Right? Transfer Luna from Ethereum network to Terra network. Translation will be submitted via MetaMask. Okay. I'm just waiting for you to show up here so that all my friends can see that it actually occurred. All right, high level question. Adrian Tors, thank you. Your videos help me start understanding how to use wallets, swaps. Keep up the hard work. Thank you. Aldrin, thank you so much, Aldrin. I appreciate that. High level question. What improvements in crypto would you like to see? More intuitive hardware wallets, quicker crypto purchases, a specific crypto product. I would say I would like to see an improvement in usability, right? Make it easier for people to buy crypto. I'm assuming that with usability that it will be more expensive. There'll be more fees involved with usability. Maybe not. Maybe there'll be a competition out there for the wallets to be more usable, the interface to be better, and then they'll all be competing, so they'll all be cheaper, right? But it would be nice if it were easier to buy crypto and make these transfers. Doggone it, where is this thing? Why isn't it shown up yet? starting to get nervous here. Believe on the Lord Jesus Christ is here tonight with some good references to Bible verses. John 3:16 is right in the middle of 15 through 18, isn't it? It's the one we all learn in school, right? In Sunday school. Hebrews 10:14. I don't know, is that the one about faith? I like that. Faith is the evidence, the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things unseen. Something like that. I like that. I would like to see no KYC. That would be fun. Well, that's kind of how it all started. Whoops, that's not what I'm doing. Oh, there it is. Ding, ding, ding. All right, so it's in the wallet now. So now we have more Terra Luna, right? Isn't that cool? Do we have a lot of Terra Luna? Yeah, we do. It's worth $4,000. We all need to have an exit plan that fits us and our goals, i.e. my goals are not your goals and my acceptable risks are not yours, etc. I've spoken with Dan about exit strategy 2. And basically his philosophy or his plan is based on the 4-year cycles of the crypto market, which are pretty much historically been based on the Bitcoin cycles, which are bear bull cycles based on the Bitcoin halving. So he's looking to jump out at the top of the next cycle, but we don't know when those are. We don't know when the tops hit. We can guess based on our charting and historical patterns and those sort of things, but you have to make that choice. Are you a trader or an investor? But even if you are an investor, you might want to take profits when the cycles are high. So you'll have something to show for what you got. But you have to be careful with that strategy, because if you make your plan and stick to it, that's one thing. But if you say, okay, Bitcoin looks high right now, so I'm going to sell my Bitcoin for US Tether, for example, and then I'll wait a year and then buy Bitcoin when it's lower, right? Or whatever. And then you make your Bitcoin trade for Tether, and then all of a sudden Bitcoin keeps going up. And then you get freaked out and you buy back in because you want to keep riding that wave up, right? But you've already lost, right? You lost some when you traded out and then bought it higher, right? And then it goes down again, and then you've lost even more, but you haven't really lost anything until you sold. So you can get on the wrong side of the trades if you don't stick to your plan. So you got to be careful with trading anything, right? If it's stocks, comic books, baseball cards, options, derivatives, gold, silver, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Shiba Inu, whatever you're buying and selling, be careful, right? The trading is not for the faint of heart, and it's safer to be an investor, but the crypto market is very volatile, so you have to be willing to hang on through these highs and lows. What do you think about Kadi? Oh yeah, I think that was in that same article, wasn't it? Whoops. Oh, okay. Oh, I see what I did. Okay. I think we were in this. Doggone it. Yeah. Yeah, he mentioned Kadi in this article. I don't know anything about it. But it's in this article that we were using as our example. So what are we going to do? Coinbase pegs Kadi. Okay. CoinGecko. Okay, so let's see if this is a CoinGecko link here. Okay, yeah, this is a CoinGecko link. So here it is. It's up today, right? So take a look and decide, well, do I really want to buy it when it's like at its all-time high? Maybe yes, maybe no, right? It's entirely up to you. So look at its chart. Use this link over here to find out more about the company. Go to their website, look it over. It's looks like it's going to be a power grid payments. All right. Kadi wallet. Let's see. There, that looks like a wallet. Okay, this looks like something I need to sign up for. Looks like we could also just download it on our phone. All right. Let's go back over here. What is it? It looks like an ERC20 token, because you can view it on Etherscan, but you can also view it on Kadi. So, and Steam it. That's kind of weird. But let's see. Where can we buy it? Let's look at markets. Looks like, oh, you can buy it on Coinbase. That's weird. Kadi. I think we used up all our money that we had on there, at least the dollars. Okay, so yeah, you can buy it on Coinbase. So, but should you buy it? I don't know. We based that earlier decision on the fact that this guy was recommending it. So we wanted to take his recommendation. We believed in him. We believed in his Elliott wave theory. And so based on that, among other things, we decided to go ahead and buy that NOIA, N-O-I-A. But we could use the same rationale to decide we want to buy the Kadi. It's a little easier because we can just get it on Coinbase. We don't have to go through all those gymnastics that we went through to buy it on KuCoin. But by the same token, it's on Coinbase, so it's a little easier. I may have missed the boat, right? Because if it's been on Coinbase, then the people that were going to buy it have bought it, right? that might be one. Remember, my rationale for buying it on KuCoin was if it's hard to get your hands on, it might be good to get some, right? Kadi is a little different. It's already on Coinbase. That's just my rationale. It may not be a very good way to determine whether to buy a coin or not. I might have bought some tonight, but I don't really want to like pull any more money from the bank to buy it. But I could if I wanted to. 3 basic exit plans. Sell it all, right? Sell it in steps as each price target is reached. Same as number 2, leave 20 in the projects you believe in. Stay in till you retire, right? I stayed in a lot of cryptos through the crypto winter and watched them negative for 2 or 3 years. I wouldn't put anyone through that. Yeah, buy the same token. Good pun. That's right. Buy the same token. Thanks for your on-site on Kadi. I use Elliott Wave and the chart is showing it could go to the moon. Okay. Well, so why not? Look, if we buy a little Kadi, first we would need to put some money in here. It's real easy to buy it on Coinbase, right? Let's put a deposit down of US dollar. Let's do that bank transfer again. Let's take the other bank account this time. Let's do $100 and let's hit preview. Okay, it's in there as US dollar in my Coinbase account. I can go over here to trade and buy some Kadi. Whoops. Whatever. There we go. And let's see. We want to do a market. We want to do all of the dollars we just put in. Let's make that trade. Now we can go to portfolios. And there's that Kadi. Now, I believe it's an ERC20 token, so we could put it in our own wallet if we wanted to. But we're going to get hit with fees on that. I think this one I'll just leave on the exchange for a little while. Maybe I'll buy some more later. We'll see what happens. Okay. All right. I think I've gone over a little bit. I appreciate everybody hanging out with me tonight. I hope you learned a little bit about managing cryptocurrency and wallets and moving assets around on the blockchain and researching coins that you might be interested in and figuring out how to get your hands on them and all that good stuff, right? Played around with some NFTs tonight. That was fun. Tea leaves. Okay. Appreciate all the input. I'm going to send you guys off. Don't forget, we do this every Saturday, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Please join me again for the live stream from Michigan, where you can throw out questions, and I'll do my best to get them answered. Hope to see you there. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you'd like to subscribe to my channel, I would appreciate it. When you subscribe, there's a little bell that you can click that will allow you to be alerted whenever I post new content. Once again, thanks for joining me, and hope to see you again soon.